So here I am again, the end of the year approaching, and my thoughts both reflective as well as eagerly anticipating what is about to come in the next year, and more importantly, the next 10 or 20 years. I'm currently reflecting on the many new and special relationships that I've developed over this past year, and I look forward to building upon these in the coming year as well. I'm also reflecting on some of the news of this past year, and the one that I'm most focused on is around Canadians being world leaders in debt per household, and how this is going to factor into a lot of things for you and your clients. Many consumer retail investors who are approaching retirement are now looking at a retirement income crisis, and they are going to need to begin to start making decisions, some of which may be difficult for them. This means they may begin to sell their homes, and depending on how desperate they are, this may have a negative impact on real estate values and possibly begin a bit of a different direction for real estate. All of this is not to mention the current trend of increased equity requirements by our financial institutions, which too may begin having negative impacts on values. We'll have to wait and see. Overall, though, I do see this as positive to help stabilize things. But obviously these shifts will begin to change things as well, and with change comes volatility and risk. The interesting thing for me is that real estate at the turn of the century was a piece of land which was protected from theft and vandalism in one form or another, and also provided an income. The most common being a farm or possibly a foundry or something along those lines. If one worked for one of these companies or industries, they would have been paid a wage, and they would have also been offered something either to rent or live in. Home ownership by a large portion of the population wasn't the norm like it is today. I think we forget the financial industry is thousands of years old, and it was only recently that we began to start to create new forms of leverage with the government requiring little or no equity in order to buy homes. We basically provided it to individuals based on their employment income only, and no consideration of their assets or ability to save money. This provided them the ability to build independent wealth for themselves, which I firmly believe is an excellent thing. But at the same time, it provided some of our consumer retail investors with the ability to leverage beyond their ability to sustain themselves in retirement. This is a subject which I'm hoping we talk more about this coming year. And in my mind, it ultimately may mean a shift in how financial plans are built. We in the financial industry have been working on and evolving along with humanity for centuries, past and hopefully future. And this is no different at this time. I firmly believe we will be successful in helping many people figure this out. But the financial planning model is changing, and our learnings of the past are also now in our mix, along with income tax, life insurance, etc. All of these new creations built to help, but also offer us much to consider and balance to ensure the success for Canadians. I am sincerely wishing you the best this holiday season, and I continue to look forward to the changes that are about to happen, even though it may not be an easy transition for some. All the best. Will Prinzen, founder, Sciuridae.